Hey, don't say Toei doesn't listen to you. You said we wanted Dragon Ball, they gave you Battle of Gods. You said we wanted more Vegeta, they gave you Resurrection F. You wanted, well, you didn't want anything, but they gave you Broly. No one seemed to mind it. Hope probably. You wanted more Piccolo and Gohan, they gave you superheroes. So you can't say that Toei doesn't listen to their fans. They listen. Execution, well, we see by the end of this video. So, if you are new to this channel, you don't know me, but if you are already one of the subscribers, you are like, oh, what the hell, you are a Dragon Ball channel also? Yeah, Dragon Ball is probably one of my favorite animes of all time, probably. Like, yeah, definitely it's probably my favorite anime of all time. So, was the movie good or not? I watched the movie like roughly a week ago and I wanted to make this video, but this thing was in the washing and I then didn't get the time to make the video. So here I am. I might get few details here and there wrong because it's been like a week and I've watched it for once only. But let's begin. It's obviously going to be a spoiler talk. Like, I like the so this is your warning. The review starts right now. So I like the fact that we got to focus on new characters also. Like when the movie starts, we first of all we got to see that montage of young Goku from the Red Ribbon Army arc destroying shit and all that stuff. That was beautifully animated. I won't say that was actually genuinely beautifully animated. I liked it. It was for like 15 seconds, I think. Then the movie actually starts and we got to see Dr. Hero and Magenta, something like that, na? The commander of Red Ribbon Army, I guess, recruiting Dr. Hero, and his bodyguard was there, and we got to see all of that scene. I'm personally not a big fan of their character designs. Like, it was not that appealing, especially the commander was not at all appealing due to the one of the scenes in the final part of the movie. We'll get to that, but it was not that fun. But we got to focus on new characters, and that scene of those three characters lasted a while actually. Like, it lasted what, I feel like it felt like 10 minutes, like 7 to 10 minutes. It lasted a while. They gave the whole story, set up the whole story in a way, like. And one more thing, when they told Dr. Hero that aliens are bad and they will be invading Earth, they show Namekians, na. So do you know why? Because from Dragon Ball, the human perception of aliens and bad aliens specifically is of King Piccolo, and King Piccolo was a Namekian. So that's their concept of that. Then movie starts to pick up, in my opinion, a little. We got to see Piccolo fight Pan. Beautiful, cute scene, honestly. But Uncle Piccolo is like really, he is probably the highlight, the best part of this movie. This movie is a Piccolo movie. It's not a Gohan movie. Gohan is like shoved in there for the final fight and here and there, but this is a Piccolo movie. Like, his screen presence, his screen timing is probably I don't know, it's definitely a Piccolo movie. Okay, so then we got to see like Piccolo's phone was ringing. Then Videl is there. She's asking Piccolo to can you pick up Pan again? And Piccolo is like, can't Gohan pick up? Gohan obviously has like some paperwork or shit, something to do. And Videl tells Piccolo to I will give you that one plushie toy, one more. And Piccolo, we move from Piccolo to another scene in his house where we got to see that there are so many that plushie toys over there, and Piccolo is like, this was a good scene. One were too many. It was a good scene. Then Piccolo fights Gamma 2. Not a good fight at all. Like, it wasn't a good fight at all. Okay, I will try to make this video as short as possible. But before that, not the Gamma 2 fight. Piccolo meets Gohan, and this is something interesting. Piccolo meets Gohan, And Gohan looks good. He doesn't look bad. Gohan looks good in this movie. CGI and all that stuff, he looks good. He looks damn skinny. That's a weird part because this movie happens. The super ends. After that, Broly happens, and according to a lot of sources, it's been said, like said the programmer and many sources, they're saying promotional material. It's been said that this movie takes place after the two manga arcs that have finished in the manga, the Moro arc. I haven't read any of those. I know a little bit about them because thanks to the internet. Moro arc and Granola arc. This movie takes place after that. I'm not sure how that happens, how the time skip they will manage it into the end of the source and all that shit. I don't know. They probably can't manage it, but we'll see. Piccolo meets Gohan. He like is severely disappointed in Gohan and is like, "You don't care about your daughter." And Gohan is like, "No, no, no, but you will. I care about her. But Dad will take care of anything. Will you still go pick her up?" And Piccolo is like, "Oh, fine, I'll go." And he gives Gohan that heavy weighted training clothes from what Cell Saga, and Gohan is like, "Actually, this is so disappointing for me." And this is where some weird thing happens, which I will talk later in the video, but by the end of it probably, because it relates to that more. Uses his clothes beam, and Gohan gets his Piccolo uniform gi, and he can't wear it. He's like, it's too heavy. He can work in it, but it's actually applying pressure on his goddamn adult body. And I'm so goddamn disappointed after this. I was like, Gohan, come on, you. Like, this is something that annoyed me, now a little actually. Like, the movie, when the Super starts, we got to see that Gohan is not at all training. He's not interested. Then the Frieza thing happens. He's like destroyed. In my opinion, a good scene. I like that scene because I was like I liked that Frieza scene where he destroys Gohan more because I thought that Gohan will start training again, and it was a good rock bottom for him. I genuinely like it because of that. Then he talks about training. He never trains in a way. Then Super Tournament of Power happens. Still talking about training. Eventually trains for what, a day or two. Gains his ultimate form. We get to see Gohan train here and there, but not seriously at all. And still complains about all that stuff. Then during the future Trunks arc, Goku Black arc, and all that shit. Eventually trains. Okay, but here also this is like a lot of time has passed, I guess, and he's still back to the way he used to be. Like in Super, Gohan realized eventually that he needs to not be the strongest, but at least strong enough to protect his family, like Pan, Videl, everyone in some way. And that was kind of disappointing. Like, he is so goddamn weak that he can't even, like, Teen Gohan, technically not Teen Gohan, but you get the point, during Salak was easily able to carry that. Like, it was like for him normal clothes, that Piccolo gi. So now he's actually feeling pressure, and Piccolo is like, you have to work during this, and Gohan is complaining, but eventually he succumbs to Piccolo, which is good. Piccolo then fights Gamma 2, and fight isn't good. Gamma 2 though, in this movie, a good character. Design wise, I don't like Gamma 1, I don't like Gamma 2. Any of the new characters that they introduce, I don't like their design, honestly. Okay, but personality wise, I like Dr. Hedo, yeah, right? Hedo. And I like Gamma 1. Gamma 2, I like Gamma 2. Gamma 1 didn't get that much personality because he got to live, so maybe he will get a chance to show his personality later on. But Gamma 2 I really liked. Gamma 2. His personality was fun. I enjoyed it. I genuinely enjoyed it, especially in the later halves, honestly. Then what the hell happens? It's been a while, so I can't remember exactly. Piccolo is like, oh god damn it, he was way too strong, and he goes to the Red Ribbon Army base, invades it. can't goddamn stand in invades, and the Red Ribbon Army steals a uniform by beating a guy somewhat. Can't stand still to save his life, goddammit, in the same line. Like he keeps on stepping forward again and again and again and again and again and again. Like that was kind of decent. Concerned about Pan because they want to kind of kidnap Pan in a way. But during this scene we kind of realized they name drop Cell Max also, so that's what triggers Piccolo to that extent. He was like, God damn it, Cell Max. He gets PTSD, I guess. Cell didn't kill Piccolo though. Trunks should get PTSD. Future Trunks should get PTSD. Vegeta will also should get PTSD. Gohan definitely should get PTSD, I guess. But we never got to see. So he's like concerned about this. But Dr. Hero, this is a good part where we got to see Hero's good personality. Like we got to see that he's not a bad guy, but he like killed few people in his introductory scene. But Dr. Hero is a good guy. Like he likes superheroes, traditional superheroes in a way. That's why he designs Gamma 1, Gamma 2 in that traditional fashion, which is the fashion that I specifically didn't like in this movie, at least. Especially in concerning Dragon Ball, I would say. So like it was a good scene with him, but we never got to see a lot of it. We got to see a lot of Hero in a way. He was important enough character, but he was a good enough character. Let's move on. Then Piccolo rushes back to the base, goes to Dende. We got to see somewhat adult Dende, I would say. Dende, he's like, can you like do the ritual of what the hell he did? Guru did during Namek Saga on Gohan and Krillin to bring out their potential, which is kind of confusing among the fan bases. Like, what is the difference between the potential unleashed by Guru and what is the difference between potential unleashed by the Elder Kai? It's Dragon Ball. Let's be happy, okay? Then is like, I can't do that. I'm from a different clan. I'm from like not a different clan. Sorry. Guru attained a certain age. It is at a certain level as in like age that Namekians can learn that technique in a way. So then there was like, I can't do it, but Shenron can, and it was actually a good idea. I liked it that Shenron can do this. Piccolo Piccolo is like, do you know about where the Dragon Balls are? And then is like, Bulma already has it, and this is something that makes sense and is a good part of it. Though Black Star Dragon Balls, can they come? We'll find out. Hopefully, I wish in a way, but execution, they should be executed very well. The concept is really good of the Black Star Dragon Balls, or was it Dark Star? No, it was Black Star Dragon Balls. Yeah, I'd get confused between dark and black sometimes. He's like, Bulma had a whole team who used to collect Dragon Balls all around the world whenever a wish was made, so that no other person, a bad person, can wish anything bad from it, like when the Frieza during Resurrection F happened. So that can never happen in a way, which is really like brainy and obvious and common sense thing. So that was good. Piccolo goes over there. She like makes the wish. Like Bulma had what, I think all 7 of them makes the wish, and he only makes one wish for he said like, bring out my potential. One good thing that I liked, and this kind of made a little bit of DBZ abridged kind of sense, in which whenever you see, if you know what DBZ abridged, if you don't know, you should definitely check out Team 4 Star. Okay. Whenever Shenron comes in those episodes of TFS, he's like familiar with the characters, like, what the hell do you guys want now, or something like that. And here, whenever in a way, probably the first time Shenron comes out, and he's like, oh Piccolo, what do you want now, something like that. So he shows similarity with the Piccolo, and especially it makes sense with Piccolo because Kami created Shenron. Kami created Shenron, and that makes sense. And Piccolo is like, Shenron, bring out my potential. And Shenron is like, okay, okie dokie. And then after that you have two more wishes left, and Shenron is like, what do you want? And Piccolo is like, though they should have brought Goku and Vegeta back to the planet, they didn't do that. I'm not sure Shenron would have been able to do that, because how far that planet is, Shenron has some weird limitations, honestly. I don't know, but they should have attempted, but they forgot. I also forgot. This is something that I later realized while watching YouTube videos like this one. By the way, like this video, subscribe, comment, share, please. What the hell was I saying? Like this one. Then Piccolo. What the hell was I saying? Bulma is like, I want. Oh my god! I want my butt, my ass, to be what, be an ass of like a college girl, and that happens. Good, I guess. And I want my eyelashes, to be like 10 centimeter longer. So Shenron is basically Bulma's. It is revealed like Shenron is basically now Bulma's plastic surgeon for a while now, actually. And that is like a callback from DBS Broly. Back then it was a really funny scene. This time it was still decent, actually. I didn't hate it. Back then that was funny for me, especially because Frieza also wanted something similar, so that made it funny for me more. This one, it was decent. I didn't hate it at all. It was decent. I little bit enjoyed it, a little bit. And this really makes sense that if they want to make GT and the Black Star Dragon Balls canon, they can bring in that humans were misusing Dragon Balls, and they can bring in Bulma, that she misused Dragon Balls for goddamn years. This from Broly to this movie, it's been years. Okay, so they can bring that out, that she literally created few dragons, few Black Star dragons on her own. It would be really fun. That it would make sense, and it would be a like nice touch up to the past, and like a nice tie up to the past in a way. I would like that, honestly. Then obviously before that, one thing that I want to like talk about, probably the point where I got really excited, was when we finally got to see Goku and Vegeta on Whis or Beerus' planet. Let's say Beerus' planet. Technically, I think it's Whis' planet, because eventually God of Destruction changes here again and again after few thousands of years, and the angel is always there. So whatever, okay. We got to see them there fight. We got to see Broly. Oh my god! And Broly is like, he's like powering up, like, and he's just about to go berserk. And Goku's like, hey, Broly, calm down, buddy, calm down. You're going to lose control. Calm down. By the way, I watched this movie in dub. That was good dub. I have always watched Dragon Ball in dub, other than when the Super thing happened, and it wasn't bad, but I prefer English. So then Broly calms down, and now something really stupid happens. Something really, I think you already know what I'm going to talk about. Vegeta is meditating, and Goku, of all people, is like, why are you meditating? And Vegeta is like, it will make me like, we should, as a warrior or as a fighter or whatever you want to call it, we should train our physical self and mental self. It will lead us to having a better fight and becoming a better fighter. And he tells that Jiren was not that much stronger than us, and he was a lot of his mental strength was much more higher than us, which is true. But he was also a lot stronger than you. Okay, he was a mental fighter. Yes, I would say that he was meditating a lot during the Tournament of Power, but he was physically a lot superior than Goku and Vegeta. Okay, the difference was too much. Maybe he was mentally also above, but he was physically also a lot above. Okay, and Goku is like, what? Mental ability can lead to better mental skills can lead to you becoming a better fighter. What? And this is dumb as hell. Since the beginning of Dragon Ball, since Goku met Master Roshi, He met Korin and everyone. And Kami. He's been learning about mental skills, how to become a good mental fighter, and because it leads to you becoming a good martial artist, a fighter overall. Goku is a martial artist. He, God damn it! In Z also there have been scenes of mental training. There have been scenes of Gohan and Krillin going towards Namek, and they are training with each other through mental projections of them fighting with each other, and which Krillin loses. This mental training has been a part of Dragon Ball Z since the very beginning, and I really hate the control. I really hate the fact that they are, since Super happened, they're making Goku dumber. I have heard that Goku is not that dumb in the manga. I haven't read the manga. I really hope that comes to be true. But why would you make Goku dumb? Do these people? I think they're making Goku dumb for the children, the new people. Don't make Goku dumb for the new people. Go. Moving on. Then we got the scene of Whis coming from the sky to the ground, and that I don't know if anyone else noticed, but he looked weird when he was coming from the sky to the ground. The animation was actually weird. He looked kind of thin. His face looked weird. Eventually, he started looking okay, but that specific animation of him coming down, very weird. His body, his face looked really weird. And then we got to see the, like, eventually Beerus comes back. Oh, good scene happens. Beerus is like into Chilai, and I really love the fact that it's been said like Broly and Beerus are kind of eventually relative to each other in some way, shape or form, and now in a way they will be fighting for the same girl, Chilai. That's really cool. When the whole rain thing happens, Beerus protects Chilai from getting wet, and Whis is like, "Oh, Lord Beerus, that's very unusual of you. Is there someone in particular that you want to protect?" And Beerus is like, "Shut up, Whis." It was a good scene and especially that scene when Beerus sees Chilai for the first time, and he's like, "God damn." It's a slow processing. He sees the he shakes, God damn it. And Whis also remarks that well, Lord Beerus has a type, and Vegeta and Goku, even Goku realizes that something is up. I don't think Broly realizes it, and I don't think Broly is that much romantically interested. I think Chilai is interested in Broly somewhat. Chilai is totally not interested in Beerus, but I'm all about it. I want to see this triangle thing. I really want to see this triangle thing. And then they start fighting. Whis says that Goku, Vegeta, no power-ups, no beams, only fighting, fist fighting, no forms and everything. It's been said, like Seth also said, that they go out of their way in this movie to make sure that no one transforms. No one has even a single transformation. Only Piccolo and Gohan have a transformation. Like Goku, Vegeta doesn't transform. Broly was almost going to transform. Goku stops him. Goten doesn't get to have a proper transformation. Goten or Trunks don't get to go to Super Saiyan or any of that shit. Like, they make sure that no one else transforms, so that Piccolo and Gohan's transformation looks more impressive. Even the final villain, Cell Max, is in his second form in a way. He's not in the first form, and by the way, should have been in his first form. If you want a monster, first form Cell is so goddamn creepy and fun. I can see, like, if you don't want the final form Cell, because I guess you don't want final form Cell, it looks kind of sophisticated and all that shit, but first form Cell is goddamn creepy as hell. Would have been good. It would have been fine if you would have they would have chosen last form Cell. Should not have chosen the middle Cell, the worst form of Cell, actually worst form of Cell. No one says, literally no one, I can write this shit down. No one says that their favorite form of Cell is the semi-perfect Cell. Okay, then the whole shift happens eventually. Then eventually, the Piccolo goes to the Ribbon Army base. They are now planning to kidnap Pan because Goku and Vegeta are not trackable right now. So Piccolo is like, I want to help, and I know about the area. And this is where the best sequence of this is where this was in a way my highlight of the movie. From this point on to the final climax, to the beginning of final climax. From this point on to the beginning of final climax, and this is the climax. Okay, this was the best scene for me in the movie. Piccolo goes with in the plane and tries to kidnap Pan. The guy with him, who's by the way taller than Piccolo, and Piccolo is pretty goddamn tall. And that man goes to Pan, and he's like, I'm here to pick you up. And Pan, like, we all thought like Pan would be like, okay, would be a little worried or maybe just go with it. And Pan is like, I don't know this man. And I was like, this is a good scene. This is a good scene. That guy is literally passed out. Makes sense. Saiyan, Gohan daughter, Goku's granddaughter, passed out. And then Piccolo comes, and Pan is like, oh, hey Piccolo. And Piccolo is like, oh, you can tell who I am. And Pan is like, yeah, I sensed your power level. I sensed your ki. So Piccolo is like impressed and got that scene. And this will later come into play to some extent. By the way, this whole movie was about Pan learning how to fly, which we will cover later on. How that ends. You already know how that ends, but my thoughts on it. Then the teacher is on a first name basis with Piccolo. That is kind of funny because Piccolo has been like picking up Pan so goddamn much that he is basically her father, or what do you want to call it? In a way, Gohan, it is weird that Gohan used to feel like sometimes that Goku is a bad father, should be more attentive in a way, and Piccolo became his father in a way, and now he's been a bad father. Like Goku, I think he's a worse father than Goku to this point. Like Goku had a lot of shit to cover fighting. Like he had to fight a lot of people, Frieza, Vegeta, Raditz, all that shit, Piccolo, and all that shit. And he still somewhat made time for Gohan and did shit. Gohan just stays home, doesn't spend time. Like Goku goddamn died so many times, had to go on training and go away from his family, and still sometimes made time for his family. And always was strong enough to protect his family. Gohan is at home, is in this goddamn world alive, and doesn't spend time with his family, and is not strong enough to protect his family. That's really weird. I don't think enough people talk about this. I don't think no one talks about this. I mean, I know the age that Pan is and the age that Gohan was compared to that. Back, even if you want to say, let's say Pan was 4 years old. When Gohan was 4 years old, Goku spent all the time with Gohan. He used to, back then world was in peace, and he used to train, but he used to spend time with Gohan. And then the Raditz shit happened, okay? Goku is a better father than Gohan, to this point at least. And then Piccolo takes Pan to the airplane, and then he's like having trouble driving the plane. And another callback to Z, a filler episode, one of my favorite filler episodes, and where they learn how to drive, Piccolo and Goku. And Piccolo says, "Oh, I never ever got my license." And that was really that was a fun call. But this is a movie made by someone who researched a lot about Gohan and Piccolo. They didn't research what actually Goku should be, which is pretty simple actually. He is supposed to be a goddamn martial artist, a fighter, someone who's not dumb as hell. Come on, writers. Do justice to Goku, literally. I'm not kidding. I'm genuinely not kidding. Then he tells Pan in the plane that this is all going to happen. This is all a way. You can get out of this handicap. What the hell is this called? These handcuffs. If you, whenever you want to, you're strong enough. This is all an act so that Gohan can get back his grip, can become strong again somewhat. he usually like during the first part of this movie, it's been said like the Pan asks Piccolo like I have heard, Mr. Piccolo, that my father Gohan had more potential than my grandfather Goku. Is that true? And Piccolo says, yeah, but he doesn't use that potential much, which is true. Then a good scene happens. This is the last good scene in my opinion for me. Okay, Gohan gets that guy goes. Pan gets goes to the Red Ribbon Army base and wants to get Oreos, but apparently children don't, prisoners don't get Oreos over there. Dr. Hedo had a weird infatuation with Oreos, like literally all that man ate was Oreos. Then what the hell happens? Then yeah, probably the last good scene for me. Then they go back, that 7 feet guy or something with Piccolo goes back to Gohan's house, and Gohan is like Gohan like doesn't understand. You can see a little bit doesn't understand what these people are talking about, and Piccolo is like, huh? Because I was honestly like, okay, Gohan will sense Piccolo and he would say Piccolo, and then that would become a little bit complicated situation, because the 7 feet guy would be like, how does he know you, or some shit like that. But Gohan doesn't recognize him, and Piccolo internally speaks to himself like, huh? He didn't recognize me. Even Pan recognized me. And this is the moment I was like, this was the worst part of me. That Piccolo Gi part, that was really bad, trust me. But this thing, the fact that 4-year-old, a person who can't goddamn even fly, to fly you need good key control. He can't even detect Piccolo's presence. His father, to some extent, he can't detect his presence when he's literally in front of him. Then eventually that 7 feet guy shows Gohan that Pan has been kidnapped, and then Gohan like literally destroys his house and the land, and again and again keeps saying, where is Pan? What have you done to Pan? Where is Pan? And that guy literally, I feel like, shit in his pants twice or thrice, got a heart attack, blood pressure, I don't know. That man should not have been alive just due to the trauma. He somehow was alive, and he was like, I will tell you. She's there, she's fine, she's there. And then Gohan, Piccolo go over there, and good scene happens, like Gohan comes from air. This is the scene that we have seen in the trailer also, comes from the air to the ground, and he fights Gamma 1. And apparently, like, he goes Super Saiyan, and that's not enough for Gamma 1. Gamma 1 is like, oh, this is under. No, he doesn't go Super Saiyan 1 immediately. Oh, okay, I don't remember exactly. He goes Super Saiyan 1, and Gamma 1 is like, this is under parameters, like they suspected. This is under the reading of what we can handle, and they can handle it. And Gohan gets shitted on again and again, and then Piccolo is like, okay, this is bad. And he holds Pan up, and Pan starts screaming. This is all an act. This is such a fun thing. Pan is a good character in this movie, I won't lie. She is so cute. I can genuinely see the Goku in her, and that brings joy to my heart. I won't lie. That brings joy to my heart. Yeah. I genuinely I like Pan, okay? She's a good character. She's cute, her voice is cute, she's a good person, she's a good character, okay? And Gohan is like, Pan! And then he finally regains his ultimate form. I don't know how many goddamn times he's going to regain that form again and again and again and again. God damn it, disappointment. Gohan, I don't like to shit on you, bro. Trust me, I really like you. The writers need to find a way to make you a compelling character. You were such a good. Dragon Ball Z was basically Vegeta's and Gohan's story of getting through their mental and physical struggles. And then Piccolo starts fighting Gamma 2 again. Now this is where he uses his first new form in this film, potential and unleash Piccolo, ultimate Piccolo, I guess. And that's not enough. Weirdly enough, that's not enough to fight Gamma 2. And then Gamma 2 beats Piccolo. He falls down in a deep, I think, ocean or pit, something like that. And then we got to see a sign on Piccolo's back. I don't know what the hell that means. Probably means something. And then he comes back all taller, puffed up. His face is kind of different. What do I feel about this form? I feel it could have been better. I like the fact that I'm here and there about this form. I'm okay with this, I guess, because I get it what they're going for. It like he looks completely different, but I feel like he should look somewhat similar to Piccolo. Like his face looks so different. His jawline is so forward. I guess I don't know, something changed. I'm okay with this form. Any one shots Gamma 2. By the way, according to promotional material, and Seth the programmer, he has a YouTube channel. Seems like a smart enough guy most of the times. Said that Gamma 1 and Gamma 2 are supposed to be Vegeta and Goku. So in a way, Piccolo one-shotted Vegeta and Goku, and that doesn't sit right with me. I'm not going to talk much about it. You can check his channel out if you want to. He talks about this shit. But I will talk maybe a little bit more later on this video. Then Piccolo one-shots Gamma 2. Gohan gets his ultimate form. Ultimate form is enough for Gamma 1, and Gamma 1 is done for. And I like the scene where Piccolo was like holding Pan up, na. So and Gamma 2 screams, very good scene in my opinion. Hey, what are you doing? We are good guys. We are heroes. Heroes don't harm children. And these like Gamma 1s and Gamma 2s were actually hesitant to like capture Pan, even if they are not harming him, but they were hesitant. Like even Dr. Hedo was hesitant. Like these are good. The movie goes out of their way in a way to make sure that you know that these are actually not bad guys. These are good guys, genuinely good guys, which are being led by, misguided by bad people. They are given wrong orders, wrong information. That's all. And eventually they realize. And then Magenta, something, the commander of Red Ribbon Army, is like, we are going to unleash Cell Max, and he's obviously not compete. Dr. Hedo tries to confront him, and he is not able to do anything. He does the B thing, that doesn't do anything. And then he shows his new form of Magenta, where he's like a suit, body of armor other than the face. And then the B thing happens, and we got to see like eventually, like it's such a dumb thing, honestly. Like he eventually Dr. Hedo is in front of the screen for us viewers, and in the background the commander is like and eventually touches the red button or the main button to activate a Cell Max. And it was obvious when I was seeing this, like, okay, he's going to touch it, and he's in the foreground going to ignore this shit. This is kind of dumb. Okay, whatever. And Cell Max gets activated. Now give me a water break.
5 minutes later.
Then Cell Max gets activated, comes to the field in a way, destroys the base, and Dr. Hedo, I was like, he's probably going to die. But in my opinion, when he was going to die, gives on the message that Cell Max has been activated. And Gamma 2 and Gamma 1 try to stop it, but doesn't happen, able to do shit, and the blast happens. And still, like, Dr. Hedo has a special skin, but it doesn't make sense that he was able to survive Cell Max's explosion. Okay, it doesn't make sense at all. It doesn't make sense that he was able to survive that explosion. It doesn't make sense, in my opinion. I don't think enough people talk about it, but okay, whatever. And then Gohan, Bulma comes, and she says, like, I have brought Earth's mightiest heroes and Krillin. Do we have Krillin over here? Yeah, we have Krillin over here. So Bulma says, I brought Earth's mightiest heroes and Krillin. So that was a good fun for kicking the nuts for Krillin, I guess. Then and it so the people now we have Gohan, Piccolo, Gamma 1, Gamma 2. Bulma is not going to do shit fighting wise. Krillin, Goten, Trunks, and Android 18. 8 people versus Cell Max. So they'll start fighting laser beams and ki blast in general, I guess. Nothing is going to happen. Eventually, Goten and Trunks decide. First of all, I love the design of Goten and Trunks. I liked it. I generally like it. Okay, especially Goten. I like Goten move, Goten hair move. I don't know. I just liked, I like him. He looked kind of cute in my opinion. And then, like, they try to go do fusion, and they I have not fused for a while, for years, so they don't know how to do it properly. They Trunks says let's do fusion, and Gordon is like what, and Trunks has to explain it to some extent, like yeah, the dance fusion, ha. And Gordon's like, oh yeah, I remember now. Like, it's been that long, guys. Okay. And then obviously promotional material leaked it that their fusion won't work, so I already knew it. Like Gordon, it happens something like this, I guess. I don't know. They mess it up, become Fat Gordon. Now Fat Gordon is able to harm Cell Max on his weakness, which Gammas tell that Dr. Hero suspected that something bad would happen with him. So he made a built-in weakness, so that head is his weakness. It kind of cracks it somewhat, which is kind of weird. Then Gamma 2 makes a plan that he will go full force, and Gamma 1 will make sure that Dr. Hero takes Dr. Hero to the safe place, and Gamma 2 will basically do his final explosion because he's basically Vegeta, and according to some of the promotional material and the material and Seth, the programmer, that he will basically destroy him. That will basically do the trick. We already know that's not going to happen because it's a Piccolo and Gohan movie. They need to get the kill, I guess. That scene was good where he's like, ah, those effects were good. I would be honest, what's good is good. Overall, till this point, not enjoying the final climax, to be honest. Gammas were fun, we'll say that. And Gamma 2 basically dies, and Cell Max is about to basically destroy the body of Gamma 2, who's already dead. And Piccolo is like, no, you won't, because they kind of have somewhat of a relationship. This was a good scene though, from the beginning of the movie, in a way, where Piccolo even asks Gamma 2, like, then why you are probably good guys, you don't feel bad guys, you're probably having wrong orders and shit like that. So that was a good scene. Even when Gamma 2 protects Piccolo Piccolo or Pan from those that bodyguard and shit like that also. So that was a good scene. So then, I mean, Krillin also chooses to help in, I guess, finally, and he's like, Piccolo, go giant. And Piccolo is like, yeah, oh yeah, I keep forgetting I can do that. And it makes sense. Like Piccolo later said that it doesn't give me any power boost or shit like that, it just makes me bigger, which makes me a bigger target. But since I'm fighting against a kaiju here basically, so I need to be a kaiju level, I guess, so I can at least grab his hands and make it somewhat more of a easier fight for me. So that happened. Then Kaiju Piccolo fights Cell Max, Goten, Gamma 1, Krillin, all of them are basically out. Gohan is like trying to do something, but is not able to do something. By the way, one scene where Piccolo gives Gohan the sense of being, and Gohan is like, and finally drops it. That was a good scene, funny scene, where I was like, oh, this is a good scene. This is a good scene, calls back to the Buu saga where Goku gave him the Potara earrings, and he's like, because before that scene happened in the Buu saga, Gohan was goddamn catching in his base form before Ultimate happened, goddamn fast balls and baseballs and shit like that. So he was not even able to capture this. And Gohan says like, my eyesight is basically kind of bad when I'm in my base form, because Super Saiyan enhances every ability of the Saiyan. So my eyesight is basically bad. So something happened between that when Gohan was in school and when the ultimate thing happened. Maybe he lost his eyesight during that elder Kai ritual or shit like that. I don't know, but it was still fun. Also, one thing gets mentioned that Goten and Trunks are very tall. So Gohan also mentions this, like yeah, Saiyans are usually short for a while and they grow tall all of a sudden. And it makes sense with Goku from the Dragon Ball part. Yeah, he all suddenly became somewhat taller. Like somewhat sense. It makes somewhat sense because with Gohan that didn't happen to some extent, and with Goku also it didn't happen to some extent, because when the first tournament in which Goku participated and the second tournament in which Goku participated, there is the same panel of Goku doing that same pose, and you can actually see it's meant for the readers to see that Goku has grown taller. But it also makes sense during the end of Z where Vegeta tells Bulma like Saiyans retain their youth for a very long time. So basically, so that they can keep on fighting. So basically, what I understand, you can interpret in this way that they retain their childhood for a longer period of time. They retain their teenage for a longer period of time. They retain their adult form, their prime adult youthful form for a long period of time, to delay the process of old age as long as possible. You can interpret it as that also. So that was cool. Then eventually Piccolo is not able to handle Cell Max, obviously, and Cell Max, bad design, bad character, boring. Honestly, was having no fun at all with him. Honestly, boring as hell. Gohan didn't even have a proper reaction to seeing Cell Max. Like he was like I thought he might get some PTSD something from seeing Cell, but nothing. One thing that I read after watching the movie from like people's comments on YouTube, like when Cell came to the battlefield, Cell Max, and he was in second form, I was like people like were worried for 18 and Gamma 1 and Gamma 2, and they even gave 18 a moment where she saw Cell Max second form, the form that ate her in a way, absorbed her in a way. She got a reaction. She was like, huh? And sweat marks were there and shit like that. That was a good scene. It was a small scene, but at least they acknowledged that fact that 18 was traumatized somewhat. Okay, 18 doesn't do much in the fight. Everyone is knocked down. Gohan is not able to do shit. Eventually, Gohan sees Piccolo struggling, not able to keep fighting, almost going to die, and the same Cell Saga shit happens, and Gohan is like, there's one like mental snap image in the background of Ta, and he within a second or two goes into his some people call it Gohan Blanco, some people call it Gohan Beast, some people call it Gohan Final Gohan. Let's just call it Beast Gohan, okay? Gohan Beast doesn't make sense. Ultimate Gohan, Beast Gohan, okay. What do I feel about this? I'm very I know what I feel about this design, okay? I don't know if you will agree with me or not. I don't like the design. Why I don't like the design? Because first of all, I like the design in the way, like I like that his red eyes, like it's his monstrous eyes. I like that, okay? I like that, but I don't like his hair. Now you would be like, oh, Super Saiyan 3 had longer hair than this. It worked with Super Saiyan 3. It was an aesthetic, and those hair were like lying, like they were forced by gravity to go down. These hair, like they are too long and too up. It makes Gohan's body and his face look so goddamn small. Not a good design. Not a good design. Could have been okay. Okay, I'm not saying great. I like the eyes. Okay, I like the eyes. If they trim down the hairs somewhat, make it. I guess they wanted to go for that Super Saiyan 2 theme where his hair is a lot bigger compared to his body. But remember back then, Gohan was smaller and shit like that, and during that arc, Super Saiyan 2, you can't compare this snapping compared to Super Saiyan 2 snapping. That was actually iconic. That was something that was not done in shonen. Okay, Goku, the main character, takes a side step and gives the seed to another main character. Okay, Gohan. That was not done in shonen. It's still not that common. Okay, it was a great arc. It was a good arc. Okay. Gohan goes Blanco. Now, one good scene definitely happens during this fight. Probably the highlight to some extent in this fight, in terms of fighting. Piccolo is like, you will do I will grab him and I will do a full Nelson, like Raditz and shit like that, during Raditz and shit like that, and you will do a Kamehameha or whatever. And Piccolo is doing that, and Gohan is finally decides to do, the moment he does this, and like special beam cannon, oh my god, good scene. Gohan is like, special beam cannon. Animation good, CGI good scene overall. Then what the hell happens? Then Piccolo asks that, how do you know, what was that? And Gohan is like, it was something like a special beam cannon. And Piccolo is like, how do you know that? I never taught you that. And Gohan is like, I kind of saw you doing it, and I kind of learned it on my own. By the way, I never know how to pronounce special beam cannon in its Japanese name. It's something like Ma Kansa Papo. Wait a second, my throat is killing me. I can do better. Ma Kansapo. Ma Kansapo. Ma Kansapo. Ma Kansapo. Ma Kansapo. Oh, screw it. Special beam cannon. Okay. Then I think that fight ends. We got to see probably the best frame, best like screenshot or whatever you want to call it, movement. Pan hugs Gohan, and Pan is on Gohan, and Gohan is like, such a cute scene. We saw that in trailers also. Cutest scene of the movie. I won't lie. Cute scene. Cutest scene. Okay, we during the whole when they were fighting Cell Max, the like Pan had to fly from that portion to Krillin, because there was a separation, like Earth was basically getting destroyed to some extent, land was getting destroyed, and Krillin likes, Pan, you need to jump, fly Pan, fly. And I was like, Krillin, you can literally grab her within a second, and grab Bulma, go to her, grab her, you basically are useless right now, you can do it, it's not that big of a deal. But whatever, okay. Then eventually we got to see like Pan, everything has happened, and Pan is actually worried when she sees Piccolo in his orange form and Gohan is in his beast form, and she's like, and they turn back, and then she's happy. Piccolo shows Pan that she can fly and all that stuff. Gohan even said this, that even I think Dad and Vegeta would have a hard time against Cell Max. So I don't know how strong they are. Like promotional material and stuff like that tells us that they are massively stronger than Goku and Vegeta at this point. I'm not kidding. This is what it says. Common sense wise, that doesn't make sense at all. That doesn't make sense. Like, I don't think Goku and Vegeta would have that hard of a time. Or I think Gohan is somewhat on their level, maybe surpassed. I don't know. Doesn't make that much sense. I don't want to say what I feel like actually. I'm not sure, but it doesn't make sense. They are stronger at all. Okay. Then when I told you that Piccolo and Gohan are the highlights, they only get forms in this movie. Then that thing happens when the movie is about to end, and we got to see like Trunks and Goten do the fusion one more time and properly, and we never got to see it. That's how much focus the Toei animation and all that shit are putting on in Gohan and Piccolo for their forms. They don't even let you see it, and this pissed me. The fact that I didn't get to see adult Gotens pissed me for even a second. I was like, when they did that now, the whole circle thing, and they showed that they're fused, I was like, please do the circle again. I was genuinely hoping that somehow they do the circle and I just get a single glimpse of Gotens. No, not at all. And I think Now I'm going to have the most controversial take of this video, and for that, give me 5 minutes. I need to take a break.
5 minutes later.
So, post-credit scene. A lot of Vegeta fans happy, I guess, but you shouldn't be happy. Why? Yeah, I'll prefer Goku over Vegeta any day, any lifetime. Okay, but why I don't like this scene? I don't believe that Vegeta should win against Goku. Wait a second. I don't believe Vegeta should win against Goku like this. When I say like this, I mean not off screen. This is his first proper victory against Goku. First one, I will give to Goku won, whatever. Okay, Goku won how? Because outside interference, but he won. Second one, Vegeta won. How? Because he cheated, knocked Goku out while he was distracted. Yeah, Vegeta won. Okay, it was a tie. The third match was supposed to be important. Okay, and they made Vegeta win it. I don't like that fact also, but because Goku is Goku and Vegeta by the end of the said that Goku is better. He is a fighter, and this was a fight of martial arts. This was not a beam thing. This was not a Super Saiyan thing. Nothing. It was just hand to hand combat. And Vegeta is a warrior. He is not a martial artist. Goku is a fighter, a martial artist. This is his strong point. He should have won this. Okay. Like before this, Beerus says that yeah, Vegeta's movements are a little better. So maybe it would if he was not doing the mental training which Goku knows how to. If these writers know how to write goddamn Goku, but they don't know how to. So maybe then Vegeta it would have been a tie, or maybe Goku would have won. That 0.1% of a difference would have made all the difference. Made all the difference to the fight. I guess I don't know. But seriously, Vegeta shouldn't have won. Now, he should won eventually against Goku. I completely agree. I am not like a person who believes that Goku should win every goddamn fight. Yeah. Vegeta should win a fight. Now, I'm going to be very calm when I tell you this. Don't you think this is an important moment for Vegeta's life? Vegeta's character against winning a fight against Kakarot? Oh yeah, I finally won against Kakarot. Yeah. Don't you agree? So, no one was watching. We were watching what was a post-credit scene. It was not an all-out fight. It was nothing. And it was a post-credit scene. It was treated, his victory, in a way, was treated as a joke. Everyone was sleeping. Broly and the old dude, whose name I don't remember, were crying. And that's pretty much it. Chira said boys are stupid. Okay. And we were seeing it. We never got to see the beginning of we only got to see the beginning of the fight and the ending of the fight. And this fight was not even a proper fight. I think Vegeta deserves better. I think he deserves a win against Goku properly. All out fight, and Goku finally accepts that okay, he got me. Like he said against in the end scene, like when he drops down, he said, yeah, he got me good, or he got me something like that. But all out fight, and we get to see the whole fight. I was more interested in this scene, in this fight in a way, than I was to some extent in the movie. And I wanted a Gohan Piccolo movie, but in my opinion, they did this guy dirty. He deserves a proper win against Goku, a win that is shown to the audience and is acknowledged by other people and is not treated as a joke. This fight was treated as a joke. Do I want Vegeta to win overall against Goku finally? No. But do I think he deserves few wins here and there against Goku in a fight? Yes. Do I think that Vegeta deserves a win properly? 110% yes. But did they do that? No. That's all I have to say about this post-credit scene, okay? I just wanted to say one thing about the post-credit scene, that like it was funny. I laughed. I felt like it was good in a way, like for the purpose of comedy. I am disappointed just because Vegeta winning a fight against Kakarot slash Goku for the first time in some way, shape, or form should not be treated in a fashion of comedy. It should not be treated as a joke. That's all I wanted to say. Yeah. So overall, my thoughts on the movie. Before that, is there literally anything that I forgot? That I have a list of shit that I wanted to talk about. They mentioned Piccolo as Kami, callbacks to shit like Piccolo and Kami, and Demon King Piccolo, and Piccolo's throne, which was similar to like King Piccolo's. Shenron said when Bulma said the way Shenron to make her bum more like 18-year college girl's bum. Shenron said the word by word thing. Okay, your bum is now an college girl's bum. Your bum is now like a college girl's bum. That was kind of funny. Nothing. No. The CGI, I told B's CGI was lacking, and Vegeta's CGI on the planet was lacking. He was not looking that good. Goku was looking okay. The people who were looking the best were obviously the people they wanted to look best, Piccolo and Gohan. Pan was looking also really good. Now my final thoughts. Was this movie good? Would I recommend this movie to a Dragon Ball fan and a non-Dragon Ball fan? My mother watched this movie. She was with me. She didn't like it. Someone who loves Dragon Ball a lot. By the end of this movie, I was sad. I won't lie, I was sad. I didn't like it that much. It had the fights were not that fun for me. I'm sorry to say, but I know a lot of people like it. A lot of people love this part of Dragon Ball. I love too. But execution wise, story wise, I didn't like it that much. I would recommend it to a Dragon Ball fan, but because he or she is a Dragon Ball fan, I won't recommend this to a non-Dragon Ball fan because they will get a wrong idea of Dragon Ball in some way. I would say Broly was definitely better than this movie. Would I ever rewatch this movie by choice? Probably not. But I want to end this movie on a end this review on a high note. Uncle Piccolo was really fun. Pan was really fun. Gamma 2 was really fun. The moments of like Gohan and Pan and Piccolo when they were all together talking in some way, or when Gohan was like, where is Pan? Those moments were fun. Beerus' crush was fun. I already talked all about this shit. So yeah, that's pretty much it about this review. If you like the video, please like, share, subscribe, comment. It helps out the channel. Thank you for watching, and I will see you. Bye. They make Goku so dumb, goddamn, and I goddamn hate it. Goku is not dumb.
Yeah, video is over. Bye.